Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. We're going to be driving through the city of Thomaston, Georgia, which is a city that has a declining population.
Take the next right onto 3rd
The
Street.
population is 9,665 people, and the population has declined by 4% as of the 2020 census. And the median home price here is going to run you $148,000. And in a little bit here, you guys aren't going to be able to see it, but I will look at my trusty realtor.com website to see if there's currently houses for sale for lower than $148,000. And when it comes to the crime in this city,
Thomaston Georgia.
your property crime is 89% above the national average. I mean, those are not the best numbers in the world, but as I've told you before, they're not the worst. Now, anyhow, the property crime is not bad. I mean, the property crime only sits at 17% above the national average. Give me 1 second here, people. And when it comes to the racial demographics, you got 57.3% white, 40.1% black, 1.7% Hispanic. So, it's a fairly integrated city, as many smaller cities like this throughout the South are. Now let's go to realtor.com. Let's look at some houses. Let's look at some housing prices here to see what is realistically available right now in this city. I mean, as you guys might be able to see, this city does have a lot of beautiful open landscapes. Now, the community I'm driving through right now are one of the city's lower price communities. Now, if you're looking to live somewhere that's a little more land, a little more space between you and your neighbors, later on in the video, you guys will see that there are places in this city that are like that. Alright, right now the lowest priced house is currently for sale here. It's going to be priced at $50,000. Which, the house is real small. It's only 680 square feet, but it does have a little over a half-acre lot that comes with it. And then following that will be a house for 70 grand, which comes with it comes with 0.42 acres, a little under half an acre. So I would say, for the most part, if you're wanting to live in this city, there are a fair amount of houses for sale that you can choose from that are priced below $100,000, and definitely priced below the average of $148,000. Now let's see. I mean, I'm gonna look at what you'll get for 148. And again, you guys aren't gonna be able to see it. I'll just sound it off. All right. Well, let's see here. Well, it looks to me, if you spend the average amount of money for a house or higher, as far as it goes for your housing size, I mean, I would say, according to what's available on Realtor.com, your house is not going to really be a whole lot bigger. Either is your lot size. However, your neighborhood will be better, though. I mean, you'll be in a cleaner neighborhood, and houses will be a little further apart from each other. And if you're looking to rent, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that your rent prices are gonna go from $600 to maybe $1,200 a month. I mean, in many communities like this, that's what rent prices have been going for, according to other research I've done. Give me 1 second, people. I'm just getting something up real quick. Now, just so you guys have an idea of where Thomaston, Georgia is located. Thomaston, Georgia is going to be located towards the middle of the state. I mean, basically, it's gonna be a tad bit north of. Hold on a second. Let's look up something else, just so you guys have an idea where this city's located. Thomaston, Georgia to Atlanta, Georgia. Alright, from here to Atlanta, cause I know there's a lot of people that live down here that probably go to Atlanta for one reason or another. So from here to Atlanta, you're looking at 1 hour and 22 minutes. Thomaston, Georgia to Macon, Georgia. The closest metro area to here is going to be Macon, however, which Macon is going to be 58 minutes from here. And let's see, I gotta look at one more city. And just a little over an hour from here, you can also get to Columbus, Georgia. And let's see, so those are your two closest metro areas you're going to have to Thomaston, Georgia. Macon will be the closest, and then the second closest will be Columbus, which will be just a little over an hour from here. And if you're really looking for some excitement, some fun, and you like to fight traffic, it seems, all day, then you're less than 1.5 hours from Atlanta. this city was incorporated on the 1st of January in 1825, and it is located in Upston County. I think that's how you pronounce it. Upson. I'm sorry. Upson. 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 There's no T. So yeah, it's located in Upson County. I think that's how you pronounce it. Maybe somebody in the comment section can educate me on how to properly pronounce the name of the county that this city is in. And this city was named after Jet Thomas, who was a general of the 1812 war. And apparently this city does host a event each year. Thomaston hosts an annual Emancipation Proclamation celebration each May. It is the nation's oldest and longest running emancipation celebration of its kind. So maybe someone in the comment section can let me know when exactly in May that they have this event, because it is May. I mean, it's 21st of May, so they may have had it already, who knows. And if you're looking for a place to just go outside, enjoy a little bit of fresh air, walk around. If you got children, take them somewhere to where they can walk around, stay out of trouble, get some fresh air. Other than your backyard, you also got the Spruwell Bluff Park, which is located on Flint River. And although there's plenty of people that come from this city that have moved on and done big things for themselves, one person which I think many of you will know will be Trevon Walker. He was the first overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. He was selected by Jacksonville Jaguars. Obviously, he's a football player, for those of you that don't know sports. So yeah, this is his home. And this is also the home of Cedric Smith, who is an African American painter. He was a 2003 artist in residence at the Macon Center for Visual Arts in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was born in the Philippines in 1970, but I guess at some point his family came up here to Georgia, to Thomaston, Georgia, which is where he was raised. And according to my research, they say that he currently resides in Macon. And now I'm going to give you guys my 2 cents about what I think about this city. Now, when I first started doing videos of this city, I did not have good thoughts about the city. I mean, at first, I thought this city was a ran down ghetto dump. I'm not going to lie to you folks. But then as I continued to drive through the rest of the city, I began to notice that there's plenty of other areas in the city that are relatively nice. And in this city, along with many other, at least mid-Georgia cities, they do have a very nice grocery store. And this grocery store that they have, which I noticed is all over central Georgia. Let me see if I can look. I'm gonna look up the name of the store. Grocery stores in Thomaston, Georgia. Yeah, they have a grocery store called Angles Market, which, if you're not familiar with Central Georgia, when you travel through Central Georgia, you'll see an Angles Market in almost every city that has a sizable population. And that's one thing I noticed during my trip to Georgia. Now, I haven't had a chance to go to the eastern part of Georgia. On my next road trip, I will be hitting up eastern Georgia. On this road trip I just got done taking, I decided to just do western Georgia. Because, I figure with Georgia being as big as it is, I would just kind of take my time and truly explore and learn some of the cities and bedroom communities of Georgia. As opposed to just driving through real quick and then throwing the video together. So Angles Market is, to me, Angles Market is a cut above your typical Kroger's or Payless. For those of you that are familiar with Kroger's and Payless, which Payless and Kroger's is basically the same damn company. The same people own both the companies. Now, I've asked the worker if Kroger's also owned Angles Market. They didn't seem to know the answer to that question. Now, when I look at the setup of Angles Market, I would assume that Kroger's also owned Angles Market. But then again, my assumptions could be completely wrong. But just what I see, I would say that Angles Market is a cut above many of your Kroger's and Paylesses. And it's definitely a lot better than Walmart. One thing I like about Angles is if you got a sweet tooth, and I know I made a video the other day talking about how sugar was how sugar was bad for you. YouTube didn't really like that video too much. Apparently, they don't care for people to know the truth about what they're putting in their body, but that's a whole nother topic. But anyways, despite all that, for those of you that got a sweet tooth, they have one of the best selections of candy that I've ever seen. And if you go in there and you're hungry for something nice and hot that tastes good, they also have a sizable deli with a whole bunch of different choices you can choose from. And they also have here's a store I'm talking about. And they also have a sizable bakery. So everything that you need, all the way from something to drink to something to eat real fast to actually going in there and grocery shopping, this store's Angles Market is going to have. So if you come and visit Georgia, make sure you take a pit stop into an Angles Market and go to a deli, get you something hot skip the McDonald's, skip the Burger King. I mean, I can't say what I want to say about those places because if I do, they'll probably limit the money I get off my video. So all I'm going to say is if you're looking for some quality protein and vegetables, take a little pit stop in the Angles Market if you happen to be in the Central Georgia area for some real food. I'll just keep it like that. So yeah, I mean, I would say in a nutshell, when I moved to this city, I'm gonna say I'm 50-50 on whether or rather not I would move here or not. I mean, at this point, I mean, like I said, I'm not even sure I'm gonna move at all. I don't know at this point, it's up in the air. But in the event that I choose to move, I'm just looking around and just trying to find a location that might suit me. Now, Thomaston, Georgia, to me, it's an okay place. I mean, yeah, they got their issues, and they definitely got their areas that are a little on the rough side, in my opinion. But when it comes to violent crime, which is the crime that I'm most concerned with, their violent crime numbers aren't all that high. And as far as higher property crime numbers, I mean, typically, if you move to a city like this, all you gotta do is exercise a little bit of basic common sense. I mean, don't run around and talk to whomever about what you got or what you're gonna get. If you got something nice, if you go out and you buy a nice expensive vehicle, at least be smart enough to first make sure that you have a garage to store it in. So, other words, if you utilize just some basic freaking common sense, as far as people walking off with their crap, you really shouldn't have much to worry about. And again, there's always that margin of error to where I could be wrong because, I'm a human being. And given that I'm not from the city, there's always that margin of error. But I'm just going off of the experiences that I've encountered when living in cities that have higher property crime. So, alright folks, that's about it for my commentary. You guys know what to do at this point. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Help my channel out by giving these videos a thumbs up. That's all you gotta do for me. That's all I ask you to do. That's how I get paid here. I mean, the more this channel grows, the better I do, the more content that I can make, the longer I can be on these trips. So I'm gonna let you guys finish the remainder of this video. So you guys will get to look at the rest of this video without hearing my voice. You can look at the video and whatever imaginations that you have that pops into your head when you, as I drive through the city, it is what it is, I guess. So, alright folks, y'all have a blessed one and I'll see you on the next one.